ladies and gentlemen, Gary Moore.
Thank you. Hi. Window. Thank you, friends. Now, I'm quite sure that anybody who has ever watched television news, and we all do, you're familiar with the sketches that you see of courtroom scenes, the drama of the judge and the jury. And, of course, that is because photographers are not allowed in the courtroom. Well, our first contestant today is one of our country's greatest courtroom sketch artists of any kind, for that matter. And we'll meet her as soon as we meet our panel here on To Tell the Truth.
Gene Rayburn. Peggy Cash. Bill Cullen. And Kitty Carlisle.
Okay.
I want to tell you, you girls are some gussied up.
Coordinated, aren't
Yes,
we?
heavens.
Yeah.
Walk in splendor as the night, etc., etc. Have you ever wondered who does the sketches of those courtroom scenes that you see, you know, on the television news?
They're fantastic.
Yeah.
Aren't they great?
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Let us now meet our courtroom artist.
Number 1. What is your name, please?
My name is Frida Reiter.
Number 2.
My name is Frida Reiter.
Number 3.
My name is Frida Reiter.
And here is the self-portrait of Frida Reiter. She says, I, Frida Reiter, am a journalistic artist. It is my distinction to be the very first artist permitted to sketch trial scenes in the United States Supreme Court. Beginning in January 1973, I sketched all the trials of the Watergate defendants for the ABC television network. Now I would like you to look at 4 of my courtroom sketches. Here we see the lawyer for Arthur Bremer, who was convicted for the shooting of Alabama Governor George Wallace, addressing the jury of a local court in Prince George's County, Maryland. And next is my sketch of Judge Hoffman, seen sentencing former Vice President Agnew in the U.S. District Court in Baltimore, Maryland. Mr. Agnew is flanked by his 3 lawyers. And this is a scene in the U.S. Supreme Court. Special Prosecutor Leon Jaworski is arguing to the court that President Nixon must surrender the White House tapes. President Nixon's lawyer, James Sinclair, is seated on Mr. Jaworski's left. Yeah. And here, of course, is a mighty figure in the Watergate trials, Federal Judge John Sirica. When there was no need for a jury, Judge Sirica would let the artist sit in the jury box to have a better view of the court proceedings. Remarkably, I have a twin sister who is an equally talented journalistic artist for WNBC TV, Channel 4 in New York. Later on in the program, you will meet her and see some of her marvelous work. Signed, Frida Reiter. And we'll delve deeper into the story of our twin courtroom artists as soon as our own sponsors have their say.
What to your wandering eyes will appear the most Christmassy game shows in the middle of the year. Merry Christmas in July continues tomorrow at 10:30 on BUZZR. Let's play.
Now, keep in mind that we have with us as our guest 3 ladies, and they all say that they are Frida Reiter, a courtroom artist for ABC television, and the twin of Ida Dengrove, who does the same kind of work for WNBC TV. And Kitty Carlisle, she's your witness.
Thank you.
They are yours.
Number 2, artistic journalism has a long and distinguished history. Is that not true?
Yes.
Was Daumier an artistic journalist?
Yes and no.
She's been in too many courtrooms. Number 3, how long does it take you, let's say, to do a sketch that would appear in the newspaper like the one of Mr. Agnew or the Supreme Court?
Well, if my pencils are appropriately sharpened, about 15, 20 minutes.
Is that all?
That's all.
My goodness. Number 1, when did you discover that you had this extraordinary gift for portraiture?
When I was about 12 years old.
And number 2, are you when you finish your sketch, does somebody snatch it out of your hand and rush it to the newspaper?
Never.
How does it work?
I think, Kitty, we better establish that she works for a television station as opposed to a newspaper. So,
So it has to be rushed somewhere.
yeah, okay. Let's go down to Gene.
Yes. Number 1, do you know who has the nickname Maximum John?
No, I don't.
Number 3, why do you do this in courtrooms? Is it because they don't allow cameras there?
No, they don't allow cameras now. They haven't for some time.
In any courtroom, number 3?
Not in any courtroom.
Number 2, why is that?
Well, since the Lindbergh trial, there were so many cameras and publicity that a law was put out that no cameras are permitted in a courtroom.
And that takes us, please, to Peggy Cass.
Number 2, excuse me, Jean. Could you tell me who Maximum John is?
I really don't know whether it's apropos to anyone that I know. I can't think of anything now.
All right. Now, number 3, you said that you did them in 15 minutes. Did you do the one with the 9 Supreme Court judges, all those other people, Mr. Jaworski and Mrs. St. Clair, all in 15 minutes?
That's it.
You're Speedy Gonzales.
Very fast.
Okay. Now, number 1, do you do these in colored chalk, or is it pastels, or what is the medium?
Black carbon pencil first, and then I fill in with the color.
With dry color, though?
No, it's pastel.
Oh, okay.
New pastel.
Thank you. Now, number 2, where did you have any legal experience that you got into this sort of end of this art world?
Well, I think I went to more art schools than I care to count, and my great love was always people, and perhaps I'm a frustrated lawyer or a journalist. I don't know. I haven't really thought about it.
All right, and that buzzer, please, takes us to Bill Cullen.
Number 2, do you recall who did the much talked about portrait of President Johnson when he was in the White House?
No.
I don't remember the name, no.
Number 1.
I never remember names.
That's all right. I don't either, number 4. I don't, honestly. Number 1, there's been a lot of talk about how long it takes. Number 3 said 15 to 20 minutes. Can you do a complete sketch in that time, or do you just rough it in and then fill it out later?
Mostly, yes, I do a complete sketch.
A complete sketch.
And then later on with the color and stump, and you have to put the fixative on it later on.
Oh, yeah. Number 2, I'll ask you then a technical question. What you're doing is trying to get the salient features as quickly as you can down on your sketch pad. Is that right?
It depends upon how late we go into the courtroom. If we go in at 4 o'clock, everything has to be done because the taping is at 5.
Number 2.
Oh, boy. All right, good questions, good answers, and we got a bell. And when we get a bell, that means you must form an opinion, ladies and gentlemen, and mark them for number 1, or for number 2, or for number 3. $50 for each wrong vote. We pay the group $500 if nobody comes up with the correct Frida writer. And Kitty starts, please.
I am absolutely positive that I know who it is.
Yes?
And I will eat my feather boa if I'm wrong. I voted for number 2.
Why are you so terribly positive?
Because of what she said about art schools and about people, and she was very revealing about how she felt inside.
Well, all right. Well, wait a minute and go on down to Gene Rayburn.
Well, number 2 said the taping starts at 5, and that's indeed when it does start. And that was a little bit of technical information which she let slip accidentally, which put me onto her, even though she didn't know who Maximum John was.
I'm afraid to ask who Maximum John was. So many jokes that I've already rejected in my own head. I'm not even going to go into it.
No, Gary, no. I better tell you who Maximum John was.
Pray do, because
going to destroy your whole fantasy life right now.
Yeah.
Maximum John is a nickname given to John Sirica because he always gave the maximum sentence. Right.
I remember that, and I am vastly relieved. And let us go, please. Let us go.
I knew who that was, but I had a feeling that number 2 didn't want to say because I just thought maybe it was a pejorative term. I myself am crazy for Judge Sirica, but I voted for number 2.
All right, everybody's shaping up for number 2. Bill Cullen, how are you going?
Well, I guess I'm going to look silly, but I guess I'll have to join Kitty in eating her feathered boa if we're wrong, because I, too, thought it was number 2.
That'll be the first time you and Kitty have had lunch together in quite some time. All right. The votes are all in. And so will the real Frida writer. Well, now, of course, wait a minute now. Let's not do it that way. We got a better way of doing it.
Oh.
You know all that Frida has a twin. I told you that, who is also a courtroom artist. And you know that Frida's twin's name is Ida Dengrove. But what you don't know is that all during the questioning period, Ida has been in the studio sketching the goings-on right here on To Tell the Truth. So, Ida, will you come out of the studio audience, please, and identify your twin? It won't be much of a trick. But the minute you see her face, you'll know who it is. It's not much question about it, is there? And there they are. Frida, stand up, please. Frida, there you are. Ladies, share a seat for a moment while I find out who your imposters were. Number 1, will you please tell us what your name is, please, and what you really do?
My name is Barbara Marr, and I'm a Manhattan homemaker.
You're a homemaker. Good. That's good work. Number 3, tell us about you.
My name is Roberta Burrows, and I'm Director of Public Relations for Howard Stein, a concert producer.
Now, we've already seen some example of Frida's extraordinary work, so Ida, if you will join me down center, we'll look at a little bit of yours. And before we get into the right-off-the-elbow sketches she did of us just a moment ago, I'd like you to see some of the ones that she did of the Mitchell Stans trial. Here, of course, is John Dean over here. Here is Mr. Stans. Here is Mr. Bonner. And then here is consider now how fast you have to work. This remarkable picture of John Mitchell.
Wow.
And if you have color television, the color values in that are great.
Yeah.
So, Ida, let's see what you accomplished while we were working. Well, now.
Look at that.
That is stern old Maximum Gary right down there. And then let's see about the minimum panel. Who did we come up with here? Hey, very good. Look at that. Absolutely fascinating. I'll put them here. I thank you very, very much. Thank you very much, Ms. Ryder. And now, Bill Cullen, if I am even approximately correct, you have about 4,000 hours in the air as a pilot. Is that somewhere near?
Yeah, very close.
Now, could you then give us an authoritative definition of the phrase flight director?
Flight director, yeah.
Flight director, yeah.
It's an instrument into which information is fed, and by coordinating that information. The navigating is pretty much done for the pilot. That's the last I heard.
Uh-huh. Well, now, Bill, what would you say if I told you that our next guest is a flight director for chickens?
Chickens?
I'd say this show's having trouble booking people. That's what a chicken flight director.
You got a chicken flight director? Coming right up, so don't get lost. Go away now. Yeah. Go.
Let's play.
And now let's meet our flight director for chickens.
Number 1, what is your name, please?
My name is Glide Marsh.
Number 2.
My name is Glide Marsh.
Number 3.
My name is Glide Marsh.
I recommend you all pay attention to the statement of Glide Marsh. He says, I, Dr. Glide Marsh, was the flight director for the International Chicken Flying Meet. As a doctor of veterinary medicine, it was one of my duties to ensure humane treatment of the flying fowls and also to look out for such fraudulent practices as entering a pheasant masquerading as a chicken. This competition is a nostalgic return to the good old days when farm boys threw chickens from barn roofs to see how far they could fly. Take a look at the action at our meet. Heralded by a flourish of trumpets, the contest begins. The feathered competitors are placed in their launching pads, which are rural mailboxes mounted on 15-foot scaffolding. With a little encouragement, out they fly, hoping to outdistance the other chickens in their weight class. The winner was a white leghorn named Citation, who touched down at an amazing 54 feet. Another flying fowl actually flew 76 feet, but in the wrong direction. Also, special note must be made of a hen named Chatterbox. While waiting to take off, she laid an egg. Signed, Dr. Glide Marsh. I love that whole affidavit. Bill Cullen, you want to start?
Number 2, is Glide your real name, or did your engine just quit?
That's my real name.
Number 1, the chickens came out of the mailboxes and they flapped their wings and they went steadily downward. Am I incorrect in thinking that normally a chicken should be able to fly? I mean, just take off from where he is and go somewhere?
They only fly in that direction when they're trying to roost at night.
But it is possible because chickens always go in trees, or not always, but I mean, I saw a chicken in a tree once. Oh, maybe.
Yeah,
I think someone told me about it. It didn't happen to me. It was no, number 3, can a chicken take off from the ground and go ahead and fly?
Yes, a chicken can fly up in the air if it's frightened badly enough.
So the idea was...
And that takes us, please, to Kitty Carlisle.
Well, number 3, if the chicken flies up in the air, if it's frightened badly enough, how could it fly in the wrong direction from that rural mailbox? Did it come out and turn around and go the other way?
Yes, this flying contest was in a strong wind, and the wind blew the chicken backwards.
It must blow it 76 feet backwards.
Not only that, it blew the egg back into the other. Oh, dear me.
Number 1, where did this take place?
In eastern Pennsylvania on College Hill.
And number 2, what's the purpose of this contest?
There is no real purpose to it. It's a gathering.
I like it.
I do, too. I love it. Let's go down to Gene.
If there's no purpose to this whole thing, why don't we all go home? Number 3, are you putting us on? Did this all really happen?
No, this really happened.
It did. Number 3, what happened to that egg?
I think somebody ate it.
Number 2, the chicken that was launched in the wing, did he protest or she protest?
On occasion, some of them have protested.
Yeah, because that's unfair. If one goes into the wind and one goes without the wind, that's unfair, isn't it?
But it's a loss of direction.
Chickens don't have that same thing that bats have and homing pigeons have, is that right?
Dumb.
Chickens are dumb.
Yeah.
Don't say chickens are dumb.
They're dumb.
They're delicious.
Right.
There goes my time.
Thank you.
You can answer all the mail from chickens, Peggy.
Now, number 2, were hens and roosters raced in the same event?
Yes, they do. It's by weight.
Well, I know, but did the girls get a handicap?
No.
See, there is no justice. Everybody knows a rooster can go faster than a hen.
Depending.
Oh. Number
Matter of
1.
willpower, that's all.
Number 1. Was there wagering at this event?
There were some, there was some.
Who did you win anything yourself, or?
I won $25.
Well, that's good for you. Now, number 3. Was this held under the auspices of a veterinary?
I am sorry this whole thing is over because
I am
personally
too.
it's been a joy, but the bell has just rung, and based on whatever you learned about flying chickens, make a flying guess as to who you think it is. Is it number 1? Or is it number 2? Or is it number 3? And Bill Cullen, ready or not, you have to vote.
Yeah, I know. I had a good vote. My mind still wasn't out the fact that a rooster can go faster than a hen.
Are you crazy? Of
Well.
course they can.
Well, that's not what the hens that I know told me, but anyway. Number 3 has a gleam in his eye. He looks like he's putting us on, and for that reason, I voted for him. Not that the other fellows didn't.
All right, we got a 3 going, and Kitty Carlisle.
I loved all 3 of them. Number 3 was adorable. Number 2 with his depend was adorable. But I voted for number 1. I think he's the real vet, and anyway, he won the money.
All righty. So, we got a 1, and we should have a 3 showing over there somewhere, too. Temporarily, we seem to be out of cross marks, so keep it in mind that we have a 1 and we have a 3. Okay, let's go down to Gene Raven, please.
Is it true that Peggy has never seen a rooster with an aroused libido going after a hen? Never, ever in your life?
I'm
Boy.
a city girl.
Oh, I see. Number 1, he sounded very genuine when he said, I won the money. And that was an honest statement, I thought.
All right, and so our crosses have come back up on the board. We've got a pair of 1s, we got a 3. And Peggy Cass, please.
Well, I don't think number 1, if he was a real veterinary, would say that he won the money, because the veterinary, they're like the AMA, they'd bring him up on charges. And number 2, he's real witty and cute and everything, but number 3 looks like I'd give my dog to you to take care of. So I voted for 3.
Well, we're split on both ends at this level anyhow. Let's find out. The votes are all in. Will the real Dr. Glide Marsh please stand up? There's Dr. Marsh. That's a fun spot, gentlemen. Let's find out who we all are. Number 1, what is your real name, please? And what do you do?
My name is Walter Leffler Sr., and I'm a commercial freelance pilot.
Oh, hey there now. Number 2, it doesn't do you much good, but I thought you were dandy. What's your real name? What do you do?
I'm Jim Draper, and I'm Director of Executive Education for Sales and Marketing Executives International.
Hi there. Dr. Marshall, one thing we didn't establish, in case hordes of people want to show up, as they did recently, or not too long ago, or sometime back for Evel Knievel, whenever that was, where do we all gather to watch this annual chicken flight?
It's flown at the Bob Evans Tourist Farm in southern Ohio, in Gallia County, Ohio.
Well,
North
we'll
of
make our
Gallipolis.
reservations early. Yeah. And thank you, Dr. Marsh and gentlemen, for being with us. Take care. On our next show, we'll have the only chicken who is a member of the Mile High Club. See you then, friends. Take care.
This is Bill Wendell speaking for To Tell the Truth, the Mark Goodson, Bill Todman Productions.